Hello and welcome to another segment of Good to Know Family Law Topics. Today, we're going to talk about a very important question that's asked of me when people come to see me when they have children. And that question is, how are they going to calculate child support in my case? Now understand that California has a very unique way of calculating child support. It's called guideline child support. Every state has its own formula, and the formula was created in order to promote fairness and consistency within child support orders. So today I'm going to talk to you about two primary things. First, what are the factors that the court's going to consider in calculating my child support? And second, what discretion does the court have in calculating support? Can it depart from the guideline formula? So let's talk about that first topic. What factors will the court consider in calculating my child support? Understand first that California's guideline child support is so complex that most people can't do it by hand. In fact, judges and lawyers, almost 99.9% of them, use a software program in calculating support, something similar to what I've been using since I've been practicing family law. The program that I use is a software that's entitled Disso Master, and it helps us calculate support. So let's go through those factors by plugging them into this program. In order to explain the factors that the court considers in calculating support, I've put together a hypothetical case involving a father and a mother who have one child that needs to be supported. The first thing that you should know is that the court's going to look at the amount of time that both parents have with the minor child. In my hypothetical situation, the father has 20% of the time while mother has 80% of the time. And that factor is a very big factor in most child support cases. In California, the more time that the non-custodial parent has with the child, the less support he or she is likely to pay. Now that's not true in all cases, but in most cases it is true. The court's also going to look at the filing status. In my hypothetical situation, father is single, mom is head of household, and the court's going to look at the gross monthly income of both parties. In this hypothetical situation, father is earning $12,500 per month, and mother is earning $5,000 per month. The court's also going to look at a whole bunch of different factors, and I don't have the ability of going through all of them in this presentation, so we'll just give you a taste of some of them. For example, in this hypothetical, father has other taxable income of $1,000 per month, and that would be his rental income money that he receives from a rental property that he has. He's also contributing $500 per month towards his health insurance premium, and that would be included in the calculation. Let's look at mom's side of the column. Mom also has some itemized deductions that the court would consider. For example, every month she pays $400 for property taxes, and she has a $1,500 per month for interest payment. She's also a member of a union, so every month she pays $40 toward her union dues, which is considered in the calculation. And very importantly, mom has daycare expenses. In this hypothetical situation, I've put $1,000 in a support add-on. And how does this calculate? Well, if you look at the next column, you'll see that the guideline child support that this hypothetical father would pay per month would be the total of $1,300 per month in basic child support, and then if you add on the add-on of the daycare expenses of $1,000, he'd have to pick up 50% of that, $500. His total support payment would be $1,800 per month. As I said, these are just some basic factors that the court's going to consider. There's many, many more factors that are mandatory, and some of them are discretionary, and obviously this was just to give you a taste of what the calculation would look like. Now let's talk about the second topic, and that is the discretionary factors that a family court has in calculating support. First of all, the court can depart from the guideline formula. If in the court's mind, and there's findings that would be unjust and inequitable for the court to impose the guideline amount, the court can depart from that. It's very uncommon. Most of the time we see the court impose the guideline formula, but there is that one provision that allows the court to do so. Also, when it comes to some mandatory or discretionary add-ons, the court's going to take those into consideration as well. We've already talked about daycare expenses. That's a mandatory add-on to the child support calculation. Now let's talk about the discretionary ones. The court can, for example, order a parent to pay for 1/2 of the extracurricular activities of the minor child or children. The court can also make a non-custodial parent pay 50% or more of private school tuition. Those things are highly discretionary with the court, and in most cases the court will not do so because of the fact that the non-custodial parent's already paying child support. In conclusion, this presentation was really just intended to give you a taste of what the guideline formula looks like. It was not intended to give you a detailed analysis of child support because child support is very complex. There's way more than what meets the eye. Not only that, but as I've just showed you how it's calculated, I didn't show you how much child support would be ordered in your case because child support is unique to each and every case. And that's all I have today for Good to Know Family Law Topics. Thank you for joining us, and be sure to read our blog to learn more about important family law topics.